Jeff, check it out. Serbian rum. So strong, it is banned there. Banned in Serbia, Jeff.
Welcome to WatchMojo. And today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 funniest banned products.
Now, when it comes to these controversial sprinkles, it's important to point out that there weren't hundreds and thousands of complaints. There was only one.
For this list, we'll be looking at mundane objects that have faced bans of various kinds around the world. We'll be excluding people and fashion trends, which deserve a list of their own. Ever been surprised by a weird ban? What was it? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. Contested maps. Morocco. If you're visiting Morocco, you may want to carefully consider what maps and guidebooks you show around. An area known as the Western Sahara has been under dispute between Morocco and an Algerian independence movement known as the Polisario Front. Because Morocco considers the territory part of its country, local maps don't separate the Western Sahara from Morocco itself.
The map! I forgot the map!
Relax, I'm the map. It's all up here.
Yet many other international maps depict a dotted line, and reportedly these are sometimes confiscated. Google Maps even had this line removed for Moroccan users after 3 years of lobbying. Maps purchased within the country will also lack this dotted line.
Wonder where this river goes.
I've got a map. Monkey.
Number 9. Winnie the Pooh, Poland. He's been banned in China because some folks think he looked a lot like Chinese President Xi Jinping.
Who's that?
Nobody, just a bear. I was wondering, since you're new, if you might have some honey?
But China isn't the only country that's taken a stance against poor Pooh. The small Polish town of Tushin lashed out at the famous bear for dubious sexuality and being half naked.
One official says that the bear is a hermaphrodite and is inappropriate for children, if you can believe that.
Referring to him as a hermaphrodite, local politicians felt the bear's lack of pants to be highly offensive.
Press pause on that and maybe get some pants.
Fine, put on some pants.
Thanks.
The popular children's character was being considered as a mascot for a children's playground when local councillors got involved. Upon hearing the news, Roo, Eeyore and Piglet asked Christopher Robin for help, but to no avail.
Oh, yes. Doing nothing often leads to the very best of something.
Number 8. Scrabble, Romania. During his time in office, President Nicolae Ceausescu ruled Romania with an iron fist. His totalitarian regime was marked by economic mismanagement, mass surveillance, and human rights abuses. One of the many things he cracked down on was Scrabble.
Well, maybe we should play Scrabble. Nothing we can do.
That's a bad joke, right?
Yeah, it is a joke. I mean, I don't...
Scrabble?
In the 1980s, he argued that the game was overly intellectual and a subversive evil.
Anyone for Scrabble?
Only God can make words.
Debates around whether a word is legitimate or not are common when playing the game, but to make it illegal, well, that's something else. Fortunately, Ceausescu was overthrown in the Romanian Revolution of 1989. Today, you can argue over Scrabble in Romania without worrying that the government will penalise you.
She stormed out, which was sad because we were playing Scrabble and I had all the letters to spell persimmon.
Number 7. Lace underwear. Russia, Belarus and Kazakhstan. Here's one where people really got their knickers in a knot. In the early 2010s, Russia, Belarus and Kazakhstan imposed a new law that made it illegal to sell, import or purchase underwear with less than 6% cotton.
Acceptable fabrics.
Cotton or cotton blend, wool is for outerwear only, and silk is for sex workers or musicians.
Right.
Since many luxury lingerie garments are made with less than 4% cotton, it effectively banned them from consumer use. The ban was put in place in an attempt to protect women from synthetic garments that could cause skin irritation and other problems.
And I forgot my underwear.
Those were yours? God, I thought they felt kind of tight. Kidding, I don't wear underwear. Ladies' underwear.
It was met with outrage by many women, who protested the change in regulations. Number 6. Goldfish Bowls, Rome, Italy. For many kids, a goldfish was their very first pet.
Look at the darling little one.
This darling little one is my goldfish.
A small oval bowl with a bright orange fish in it could be seen on the dresses of countless children. Unless, of course, you grew up in Rome in the 2000s. In 2005, it was deemed that while owning a pet fish is fine, keeping it in a fish bowl is cruel.
Klaus, what's wrong?
Fish bowls were therefore made illegal. Reportedly, this was because of the belief that round fish bowls make fish go blind. Hopefully, the ban didn't result in people getting rid of their pets, but in owners upgrading their domiciles. Number 5. Blue jeans, North Korea. Sometimes known as the Hermit Kingdom, North Korea has isolated itself from the rest of the world and fiercely resists Western influence.
This is America. You want to live in North Korea? You can live in North Korea. I don't want to. I want to live in America.
The totalitarian state isn't afraid to impose draconian restrictions to uphold the status quo. One interesting example is a ban on people wearing blue jeans.
I want blue jeans. You're getting slacks!
It's not even jeans per se that are illegal, but just specifically blue ones. Black denim might be fine, but blue crosses a line. Blue jeans are seen as a major symbol of American culture, and therefore aren't permitted within the borders of North Korea.
I believe my license is somewhere in these pairs of easy-fit blue jeans. Eh?
That's not the way American police do things.
Number 4. Durian, public transport, Singapore. Ask anyone in the culinary arts what the smelliest fruit is, and they'll definitely tell you it's durian.
The smell of glory.
Smells like feet.
And feet. Does smell like feet.
Native to many parts of Southeast Asia, the hard-shell exterior is covered in thorns, giving it a similar appearance to that of an oversized burr. Although quite popular in the area, the pungent stench of the fruit has seen it banned on public transportation in Singapore.
You farted. Somebody's baking brownies.
Although it's popular in the country and can still be purchased in local markets, eating it on the subway is a definite no-no. Some hotels have also banned it, as its lingering smell, often compared to raw sewage, can last for days.
Wait a minute. Still smells!
Number 3. Flipflops, Capri, Italy. Go for a walk on a beach in the summer months and you're bound to hear that signature sound coming from feet of many beachgoers.
Run him down! I can't run! I'm wearing flip-flops!
Flip-flops, of course, get their name from the sound made when they tap against the back of your foot. All too common in most places, the sound became such an annoyance to residents of Capri, Italy, that they banned them, along with any noisy footwear entirely.
Take them off.
I am afraid I cannot do this.
Take them off.
You heard her. Take them off.
It's a curious restriction, but not without merit. For those used to the peace and quiet of their town, an influx of any unwanted sound could certainly be disruptive. Number 2. Red sprinkles, United Kingdom and EU. Have you ever heard of erythrocene? It's a red food colouring chemical used in the sugar sprinkles often associated with ice cream. It's also the reason why those very same colourful additions are illegal in the United Kingdom.
The American ingredients don't meet UK rules on food colouring. The guys here didn't know, but someone did and tipped off trading standards.
Known as E127, the additive is quite commonly used in North America, but is highly restricted in the UK and EU, forcing local bake shops to use alternatives.
Rich now uses icing sugar instead, shunning British sprinkles because they're too pale and the colours run.
They claim the chemical has been linked to hyperactivity in children, which is why it's typically only allowed in cocktail and candy cherries. Sorry ice cream lovers, you'll have to stick to a cherry on top with no sprinkles. At least no red ones.
Sprinkles never hurt a soul. God, in your infinite wisdom, how can you do this?
Number 1. Chewing gum, Singapore.
You know, on second thought, gum would be perfection. Gum would be perfection?
Yep, it is illegal to sell chewing gum in Singapore. Implemented in 1992, there were several reasons why this ban went into effect.
I think that's just gum.
How do I know this isn't a treasure map just waiting to be unfurled?
Because it's gum.
That's gum.
Yeah.
A big part of it had to do with the 1987 launch of their mass rapid transit system. People had reportedly been placing chewing gum on the train door sensors, preventing them from closing correctly. It had also become a littering nuisance for many residents. Vandals would often stick the gum on mailboxes, public seats, keyholes, elevator buttons, and countless other places, creating an unsanitary disaster. Interestingly enough, however, is the fact that the use of chewing gum is not illegal, just its sale and importation.
What are you doing?
Oh, I was just looking for some gum. Or mint.
Oh, I have Junior Mints.
No!
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.